Hey YouTube, this is the Robinhood Investor. Hope you had a great week of trading. As always, I really appreciate your support, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to learn about investing, subscribe to this channel. Today I want to provide an update on my portfolio, currently at $351,369, cash position of $411, but I have another $40,000 in a high yield savings account, so I can deploy it into the market when there's a buying opportunity. Scrolling down a bit, you can see I got one Ethereum, currently at $1,845. I bought it at an average cost of $638. This makes up 0.53% portfolio, and I'm up 189% on this position. I do have another couple Ethereum in my Coinbase account. Don't plan on buying any more cryptocurrency, but I do believe in the blockchain technology, and will continue to hold this long term. Scrolling down a bit, taking a look at my first ETF, Vanguard S&P 500, which tracks 500 largest U.S. companies. This makes up 4.75% portfolio, or $16,680, 52% on this position. Next is Vanguard Information Technology ETF, which tracks some of the largest tech companies. This makes up 5.18% portfolio, or $18,166, 182% on this position. Next is NVIDIA, which makes a lot of GPU chips in computing. And since the rise of artificial intelligence, it seems like this has picked up a lot of potential upside. This makes up 12.72% portfolio, or $44,636, 458% on this position. Next is Apple, which makes a lot of smartphones, tablets, personal computers, and their services business is continuing to grow, which includes Apple Music, Apple TV, iCloud, and also some of the wearables is also growing too, which includes AirPods, Apple Watches. This makes up 10.9% portfolio, or $38,257, up 324% on this position. Next is Microsoft, which makes a lot of enterprise solutions. So this includes Microsoft Office, Microsoft Suite, the cloud computing. This makes up 7.08% portfolio, or $24,857, up 194% on this position. And ever since Microsoft invested in OpenAI, they have decided to diversify their portfolio stack and have exposure to artificial intelligence, so making their products smarter and more efficient. I do believe Microsoft will continue to do well in the long term, but whether it'll dominate the AI market, we will see. Next is Amazon, which is big in e-commerce and AWS, cloud computing. This makes up 6.11% portfolio, or $21,437, up 1.38% on this position. I do plan to continue adding more Amazon to my portfolio. I think it's fairly undervalued. You can see it's taken a significant hit, hasn't returned back to all-time highs. Next is Alphabet Class A shares, which has voting rights. Alphabet is the parent company of Google, which a lot of their revenue comes from online advertising. This makes up 2.87% portfolio, or $10,085, up 89% on this position. Next is Alphabet Class C shares, which does not have voting rights. This makes up 2.39% portfolio, or $8,400, up 75% on this position. Next is Visa, which is a big payment processor. This makes up 4.45% portfolio, or $15,610, up 93% on this position. Next is Meta Platforms, which is a parent company of Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Oculus, virtual reality. This makes up 4.18% portfolio, or $14,681, up 25% on this position. So you can see, based on the uptick ever since November and recent earnings, it did really well. So it continues to have growth in their active users and revenue. So this is really impressive. I do see that this will continue to trend upwards as people continue to use their products. In terms of online ads revenue, which is majority of the revenue, we'll see how that plays out. I know Google and Meta are dominant players in this space, and with Bing entering into the market with the Bing search, I don't think it'll take immediate impact, but we'll see how that plays out in the long term. Mercado Libre, which is e-commerce in Latin America, makes a 3.87% portfolio, or $13,580, up 21% on this position. TSM, or Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, which makes a lot of processing chips. This makes up 2.81% portfolio, or $9,872, up 3.21% on this position. I do think TSM is undervalued and will continue to add more to my portfolio. Next is Johnson & Johnson, which makes up 2.69% portfolio, or $9,431, up 25% on this position. So this is a pretty good dividend stock, and it's pretty steady. You can see long term, there's a lot of volatility. Well, it depends on how you look at it, but there is some volatility, but long term it continues to trend upwards. It's in the consumer. A lot of the healthcare products and services are in the consumer, medical devices, as well as pharmaceuticals, and I think J&J will continue to do well. United Health, which is a healthcare insurer. This makes up 2.67% portfolio, or $9,382, up 185% on this position. McDonald's, which is a big restaurant chain, fast food. This makes up 2.54% portfolio, or $8,909, up 84% on this position. Tencent, which is a technology company in China. They are in the fintech, gaming, social media space. Makes up 2.39% portfolio, or $8,378, down 10% on this position. Next is Costco, which is in the retail space. This makes up 2.17% portfolio, or $7,616, up 86% on this position. Shopify, which did really well. You see it surged. But overall, past 5 years, past year did pretty well, up 78%. You can see it ticked up early May. Past 5 years, it hasn't gotten back to all-time highs. This makes up 2.15% portfolio, or $7,555, down 22% on this position. Disney, which is in the entertainment, parks, also direct-to-consumer streaming services, makes up 1.94% portfolio, or $6,819, down 4.04% on this position. Home Depot, which is in the home improvement space, makes up 1.88% portfolio, or $6,580, 58% on this position. CrowdStrike, which is a cybersecurity stock, makes up 1.9% of my portfolio, or $6,658, down 7.54% on this position. Adobe, which is in the creative technology space, makes up 1.79% portfolio, or $6,296, down 12% on this position. Boeing, which is an aerospace industry, makes up 1.69% portfolio, or $5,918, down 12% on this position. Berkshire Hathaway, which reported earnings this past weekend and did fairly well. This makes up 1.77% portfolio, or $6,196, up 72% on this position. I'd say majority of the holdings are Apple, among other companies, and they have a lot of partially owned and fully owned companies, so fairly diversified, and I'll continue holding this stock long term. Alibaba, which is big in China, which is e-commerce and cloud computing, makes up 1.71% portfolio, or $6,003, down 51% on this position. PayPal, which is in the online payment space, makes up 1.24% portfolio, or $4,341, down 35% on this position. AT&T, which is a telecom stock, makes up 0.91% portfolio or $3,180, down 50% on this position. Block, which owns Square and Cash App, makes up 0.84% portfolio or $2,935, down 63% on this position. It's been fairly volatile. Next, Sarah Energy makes up 0.78% portfolio or $2,736, up 73% on this position. The trade desk, which the revenue is in the online advertising space, makes up 0.55% of portfolio or $1,940, up 83% on this position. Teladoc, which is a telehealth company, makes up 0.2% portfolio or $709, down 71% on this position. Twilio, which provides communication, web services, makes up 0.19% portfolio or $666.7, down 76% on this position. Last but not least is Baozun, which is a Shopify of China, makes up 0.16% portfolio or $566, down 86% on this position. So that's all the stocks in my portfolio. A lot of big winners as well as some losers. I do plan to continue holding most of these positions and will continue to add to my portfolio. What are you holding in your portfolio? Comment down below. Remember to use my referral links below and both of us get $20 for using personal capital or free stock for using Robinhood. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn more about investing, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.